Hello everyone, welcome to the class. Today we are going to simplify some questions from indices. They are very important question for SE, the short question, 2 marks question. And question number 1, 2 to the power x into 3 minus 2 to the power x upon 2 to the power x plus 2 minus 2 to the power x minus 1. Similarly 2 number, 3 number, 4 number, all we have the similar type of questions. And these questions were asked many times in SE previously. So let's start to simplify these questions one by one. So our first question is 2 to the power x into 3 minus 2 to the power x upon 2 to the power x plus 2 minus 2 to the power x minus 1. So 2 to the power x into 3 minus 2 to the power x in denominator. This 2 to the power x plus 2 can be written as 2 to the power x into 2 to the power 2. As we know that a to the power m into a to the power n is equal to a to the power m plus n, product law of index. On the same base, in multiplication, the powers are added together. If this can be written like this, this also can be written as a to the power m into a to the power n. So this 2 to the power x plus 2, it is 2 to the power x into 2 to the power 2 minus again this 2 to the power x minus 1, it is 2 to the power x into 2 to the power minus 1. Now in both numerator and denominator, the terms are separated by minus sign here. So 2 to the power x can be taken common. So if 2 to the power x is taken common, what will be remaining there? 3 minus 1. And similarly in the denominator, 2 to the power x common. So 2 square minus 2 to the power minus 1. This 2 to the power x, 2 to the power x cancel. It is 2 upon 4 minus this 2 to the power minus 1, it is 1 upon 2. So you can take LCM here in the denominator, 2 upon, if you take 2 LCM, 2 4 times 8 minus 1. After that I am writing here. So 2 upon, it is 7 by 2. If we revert this 2 into it is 2 upon 7. So it is 4 upon 7. So answer is 4 upon 7. This 2 upon 7 upon 2, by reversing 2 into this 2 goes up and 7 remains in the denominator. So answer of this question number 1, it is 4 upon 7. Similarly, let's simplify this another question number 2. Seven to the power a plus 1 plus 9 into 7 to the power a, and denominator 7 to the power a plus 2 minus 45 into 7 to the power a. Here also we separate the power, 7 to the power a into 7 to the power 1. Again, by using the same law, a to the power m into a to the power n is equal to a to the power m plus n. From this we can write this, from this again in the reverse order we can write this by separating the power. And here also say 9 into 7 to the power a as it is. Denominator, we do the same here in the first term. 7 to the power a into 7 to the power 2 minus 45 into 7 to the power a. Now you can see here, both in numerator and denominator, we can take 7 to the a power common here, 7 to the power a. So 7 plus 9 divided by 7 to the power a, 7 square minus 45. This and this cancel. So it is now 7 plus 9, 16 upon, it is 49 minus 45. So 16 upon 4 times, so it is 4. So answer is 4. So this 1 number, 2 number, 3 number, 4 number, all the questions can be done in the by the same technique. Let's see number 3. Our question number 3 is 11 to the power x plus 2 minus 55 into 11 to the power x minus 1 whole upon 11 to the power x into 16, 116. This can be written as 11 to the power x into 11 to the power 2 minus 55 into 11 to the power x into 11 to the power minus 1. Separating the power here also. For denominator, we don't have to do anything. We write this as it is. So that we can take 11 to the power x common. In the numerator, we have 11 to the power x here in the first term, similarly in the second term. There are only 2 terms in this expression in numerator, separated by this minus sign. So 11 to the power x, the same thing, we can take it common. So 11 to the power x, after taking common, what will be remaining there? 11 square. In the second term, 55 into 11 to the power minus 1. 11 to the power x into 116. This 11 to the power x cancel. Now it is 121 minus 55 into 1 upon 11. Because you know that a to the power minus 1, it is 1 upon a. So 11 to the power minus 1, it is 1 upon 11. It does not come down. It is in numerator. It is 55 into 1 upon 11. So 11, 5 times. So 121 minus 5 upon 116. It is 116 upon 116. So it is 1. So very easily, by separating the power and by taking common, cancelling this 11 to the power x in both numerator and denominator, and here 11 to the power minus 1, it is 1 upon 11. 11 5 times 55. So 121 minus 5 upon 116, 116 upon 116, it is 1. So answer is 1. We got it very easily. Let's see next number. Question number 4 for simplification. 27 to the power 3p minus 1 into 243 to the power minus 4p upon 5 whole upon 9 to the power p plus 1 into 3 to the power 3p minus 5. Okay guys, look here now, this 27. It is 3 cube, because 27 is equal to 3 into 3 into 3. So it can be written as 3 cube. Similarly, 243 divisible by 3. 3, 8, 3, 1, again by 3, 27 by 3, 9, 3, 3 times. Means you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is 3 to the power 5. 243 is 3 to the power 5, and we know that this 9, it is 3 square. Because we are trying to make the same base, we can make base 3 here. Everywhere, this 27 into 3 cube, so we can make the base 3. This also 3 to the power 5, we have base 3. That it is 3 square, it is 3 already. So this 27 3 cube to the power 3p minus 1 as it is. It is 3 to the power 5 whole to the power minus 4p upon 5. It is 3 square whole to the power p plus 1 into 3 to the power 3p minus 5. Look at this 5 and 5, power multiplied together, cancel. and it is 3 to the power 3 times 9p minus 3 into 3 to the power minus 4p upon it is 3 to the power 2p plus 2 3 to the power 3p minus 5 as it is. Now on the same base the powers are added together, or all the powers can be collected together. I am adding the power of base 3 in numerator as well as in denominator separately. So in numerator 3 to the power 9p minus 3 minus 4p, 4p upon denominator on the same base powers are added together 2p plus 2 plus 3p minus 5. So that 3 to the power how much? 9p minus 4p, 5p minus 3 in denominator 3 to the power 2p plus 3p, 5p, it is minus 3 here also, because minus 5 plus 2 it is minus 3. Now we have the same thing in numerator and denominator. Directly we can cancel, so that it also gives the answer 1. So we did some questions here for simplification, short questions. In the coming classes we will simplify. Here we have some more short questions from the indices. Question number 1 to 4 we did in the previous class. Now today we have question number 5 to 9. These questions also important question for SE. These were asked many times in exam, and for the next SE also these are very important questions. So let's start simplify. Question number 5. We have the cube root of 3 f to the power 7 y to the power 11 z to the power minus 1 into cube root of 372 f to the power minus 1 y z to the power 4. Here both roots have the same order. Like if we have under root a into under root b, we can write under root ab. If we have cube root of a into cube root of b, we can write cube root of ab in the same radical sign, root sign. But if the orders are different, cube root of 3 or a you can say, and the square root of b, then they cannot be kept inside the same radical sign because they have the different order. The first root has the order 3, second root has the order 2. Only we can keep these radicands within the same root when the root have the same order. So this can be written as cube root of 3 x to the power 7 y to the power 11 z to the power minus 1 into 72 x to the power minus 1 y z to the power 4 within the same root sign. Now look here, the number can be multiplied together, and x to the power 7 into x to the power minus 1 together on the same base powers are added together, y to the power 11 into y, similar to z to the power minus 1 into z to the power 4. Okay, cube root of 72 into 3, it is 216, and x to the power 7 x to the power minus 1 on the same base in multiplication form. Powers are added together, so 7 minus 1 according to their sign, y to the power 11, and here is 1, and z to the power minus 1 plus 4. So from this we get 216 f to the power 6 y to the power 12 z to the power 3. We know that when the order of the root and power of the radicand is same, root will be removed. So here also, as the cube is the root of the order, we try to make cube of everything here. 216, it is the cube of 6. X power 6, it is the cube of x square. Y power 12, it is the cube of y power 4. Z cube, it is the cube of z. So this can be written as 6 x square y to the power 4 z whole cube. Look here now. Because cube of 6 is 216, cube of x square 2 into 3 6, cube of y power 4 4 into 3 12, and cube of z it is z cube. So that this root and power are cancelled together, it gives 6x square y power 4 z. This is the answer. Okay guys, don't be confused. When we have the roots of the same order, either in multiplication or in division, we can keep this thing all radicand within the same root, so that it will be easier for us for simplification. Okay, this is question number 5. Now let's solve question number 6. Question number 6 is also similar, but it is in a division form. 27 a to the power 12 b to the power 9 divided by, it is root of the order 4, 16 a power 16 b power 2. However, this is simply we can write as a cube root of 27 a power 12 b power 9 whole upon root of order 4 16 a power 16 b square. Here the roots have the different order. Numerator it has the order 3, denominator it has the order 4, so we cannot write within the same root sign. So we have to simplify separately numerator and denominator. So 27 it is the cube of 3 a power 4 cube 12, and it is b cube. This can be written like this, the numerator only. 27 3 cube a power 12 a power 4 whole cube, and b power 9 it is b cube whole cube, and denominator this 16 it is 2 to the power 4, this a power 16 a to the power 4 to the power 4, but here we have a square only. It is not multiple of 4. We have 2 only. So we cannot make the single bracket here, single power for this radicand in the denominator. Look here now, one more step. It is 2 to the power 4, a to the power 4, b square as it is. 16 is 2 to the power 4, and this a to the power 16 it is a power 4 power 4, look at 2 power 4 it is 16, a power 4 to the power 4 it is a power 16, and b square as it is. This root and this is power cancel, 3a power 4 b cube it is the numerator, and denominator 2 to the power 4 upon 4. Look here now, we can write like this, a to the power also 4 upon 4, and b to the power 2 upon 4. If we cannot make the single power here, cube or order 4 here, power, because order is 4, so single power 4 we cannot make it. For this 16 and a to the power 16 we could make it, but due to this b it has 2 only, so we cannot make this 2 the multiple of 4. It is not any power of 4. So we are using this thing, look here, root law of index f to the power m upon n. It is very important result. While removing the root, look here, according to root law of index, x to the power m upon n. This order goes to the denominator of the power. So order is 4. This 4 is brought to the denominator of power of each one here. 2 to the power 4 upon 4, a to the power 4 upon 4, b to the power also 2 upon 4. We can write like this. Now numerator it is 3a power 4 b cube as it is. For denominator, this and this cancel, this and this cancel. So 2a and b to the power 1 by 2. 2a b to the power 1 by 2. 2 1 the 2 2 the. So it is, now we can collect the power together. All in the numerator, 3 by 2 as it is, and a to the power 4 minus 1. We have the power of a1 in denominator. And similarly b to the power 3 minus 1 by 2. On the same base, the powers can be collected together. 3 upon 2 number as it is, and this a is brought to the numerator. So 4 minus 1, a to the power 4 minus 1. This b as the power 1 by 2 in the denominator, it is brought to the numerator. 3 minus 1 by 2. So we get here 3 by 2, a to the power 3, and b to the power it is 6 minus 1 by 2 if we take the LCM. So 3 upon 2 a cube b to the power 5 upon 2. So this is the answer of this question number 6, because here orders of the numerator and denominator are not same. We cannot keep them within the same radical sign. So we have to simplify both numerator and denominator separately. And finally, at last, if we have the same base with different powers, the powers on the same base can be collected. We have collected this in numerator. In this way, we get 3 by 2 a cube b to the power 5 by 2. So this is 6 number. Now we have another question number 7. Question number 7, cube root of x plus y to the power minus 8, and this x plus y to the power 2 by 3. This root can be removed as x plus y to the power minus 8 upon 3. It is x plus y to the power 2 upon 3. Because again, using the same law, root law of index, n x to the power m is equal to x to the power m upon n. On the same base, powers are added together. X plus y is the base here. Minus 8 upon 3 plus 2 upon 3. If we take the LCM 3 here, minus 8 plus 2, it is x plus y to the power minus 6 upon 3. X plus y to the power minus 2, it can be written as 1 upon x plus y whole square. It is very simple, just using the root law of index, because cube root of x plus y to the power minus 8. This is x plus y to the power minus 8 upon 3. This order goes to the denominator of the power according to this root law of index. And second, x plus y to the power 2 upon 3 as it is. Now we have the same base x plus y multiplication form. On the same base, the powers are added together, minus 8 upon 3 plus 2 upon 3. So from this we get x plus y to the power minus 2, that is 1 upon x plus y whole square. When you know that a to the power minus 2, when it is brought down, it is 1 upon a square. Just like this, x plus y to the power minus 2, it is 1 upon x plus y whole square. This is question number 7. Now we have question number 8. Our question is 1 plus z to the power a minus b to the power minus 1 plus 1 plus z to the power b minus a to the power minus 1. First of all, this can be written as 1 upon 1 plus z to the power a minus b, and it is also 1 upon 1 plus z to the power b minus a. Because a to the power minus 1, it is 1 upon a. Because we have 1 plus z to the power a minus b to the power minus 1, that is 1 upon 1 plus z to the power a minus b. It can be written as 1 plus z to the power a upon z to the power b, because z to the power a minus b, it is z to the power a into z to the power minus b. If you separate the power, that is z to the power a, it is 1 upon z to the power b. So z to the power a minus b, it is z to the power a upon z to the power b. Similarly, the second term denominator also 1 plus z to the power b upon z to the power a. So it is 1 upon z to the power b. LCM z to the power b plus z to the power a. 1 upon z to the power a LCM. So z to the power a plus z to the power b. You understand this? I have taken the LCM here in both denominator. Z to the power b LCM here, z to the power a LCM there in the second term. If you revert this, z to the power b upon z to the power a plus z to the power b, or z to the power b plus z to the power a, as it is we can write, no problem. Z to the power b plus z to the power a. And here also by reversing this, z to the power a goes up, and this z to the power a plus z to the power b will be in denominator. Now we have the same denominator in both the terms. Look here now. It is z to the power b upon z to the power b plus z to the power a plus z to the power a upon, this also can be written as z to the power b plus z to the power a, because both terms are positive here. Either a plus b or b plus a, it is the same thing. So now we have the same denominator. We are taking the LCM, z to the power b plus z to the power a. So what you will get here? The LCM and denominator is same. Numerator also we get z to the power b plus z to the power a. Now keeping within the bracket, numerator denominator same, we get the answer 1. So in this way we simplified this question number 8. Now we have last question 9. We have cube root of a plus b whole square into cube root of a plus b minus 1 into a square minus b square. This is the equation. If you remove this root here, it is a plus b to the power 2 upon 3. Here one more step, we can simplify it, because this a plus b to the power minus 1, it is 1 upon a plus b, and this a plus b times a minus b. Look at now, a plus b to the power minus 1, 1 upon a plus b, and a square minus b square, a plus b times a minus b, so that this a plus b is cancelled here. So a plus b to the power 2 upon 3 cube root of a minus b only. So it is a plus b to the power 2 upon 3. This can be written as a minus b to the power 1 upon 3, as it has the power 1. As we have the different base here we have a plus b, here we have a minus b. So we cannot do anything here. But instead of this, if we have a minus b whole square there in the first root, look here now, just to understand, we would have a minus b here, a minus b, here also we would have a minus b, here also a minus b. If it was like this, here it would be the same base, a minus b, a minus b, and for this a minus b to the power 2 by 3 into a minus b to the power 1 by 3, if we add the power on the same base, a minus b 2 by 3 plus 1 by 3, so it would be a minus b to the power, if you take the LCM, 2 plus 1 upon 3, that a minus b to the power 3 upon 3, that is a minus b 1. 3 cancel, it is a minus by. So that is the difference. When we have the same base like this, the powers can be added together. But when we have the different bases, we cannot do anything. I have shown you two cases, one previous one and the second case. When there is plus, we get to one answer. That is, we get the different base, isn't it? On which the powers cannot be collected together, we have to left it as it is. Further, we cannot do anything. But when we have, we get the same base like this, if instead of plus sign, if we have the minus sign, because this question was asked in exam, right? By keeping plus sign here and by keeping minus sign also, because the simplification, how much we can do the simplification, we have to try up to there. We cannot do it by force. How much it is possible? If we have the different bases, we cannot do anything. We have to leave it as it is after doing how much it is possible. But if we have the same base like this, on the same base in multiplication form, powers are added together. So main thing is to build up the concept. Doing one question, two questions in one is nothing, but how much concept you have build up. The main thing is that if you have built up your concept, then with the help of this idea you can do similar other questions. Listen guys, so this much for today's class. We'll solve some other short questions as well as long questions, different type of questions which were asked in the previous years and which are possible questions, and some challenging questions also, some interesting questions. We have so many varieties of questions here. We solve in the class, we simplify in the class one by one. Please everybody just watch the video. Do not miss any part, all the parts from the beginning. You watch, you understand many things from there, and please don't forget to like, share and subscribe the channel. Thank you. Bye bye.